behind this Gragas pick. Maybe this is some sort of... No way, Aurelion Sol! Wow!
That's becoming a humanoid classic at this point. He has been doing very well on this champion as well, as of late.
What's this lane look like, guys?
I mean, so the idea...
Hans, wrap around here. Will spot Mickey, but perhaps too late. Oh, it's a perfect predict! He's living in his head! He doesn't even pay rent! Oh my god!
Mickey, that was sick! I mean, look! He played with Hans Sama for a good old while. He knows this man inside and out and just showed it right there.
We were too focused on math. We didn't think enough about reading proficiency, my man.
It's the psychology of the situation.
Psychology. That was an incredible start to the game. Excellent read from Mickey X, bringing life back into the audience as we have a rinse and repeat here in the mid lane. Caps, nice body slam, actually gets him out. Slow coming in from the Caps, but Razork happy to pick up the follow-up kill. And a disastrous start for G2.
I was surprised that Caps went in with the body slam. Like, Skumon maybe could have flashed over, but it looked like there wasn't communication there. Razork now in trouble, though.
Razork caught out, doesn't have the Aegis Assault still for another second. Ignite ticking. Lebrov still has that after the previous play. Aegis Assault there, it's too late. Nice response kill from G2.
Nice roam from Lebrov. Wasn't through from a ranged mid laner, and it kind of feels a little like the answer's no. Like, you're not exactly running away with the damage you picked up on Humanoid, but he's still kind of putting Caps into an awkward spot where he's losing a lot of the pressure and is struggling to contest some of these wave states. Already a 10 CS lead opened up in the mid lane. Like, I'm still waiting to see what value this blind Gragas was supposed to add.
And I imagine it does get easier. I assume it will be Roa first. Yeah, once a little bit less comfortable until his support arrives. And Skumon, while Zyro was the early prio and does have the kill, we haven't seen it do too much yet. Upset locked up, but Pantheon is here. Hans Sama finding out quickly where that spear can go. Lebrov running now for his life. The plant's not enough to dissuade the play here. And again, a situation where Fnatic finding the angles to make these ones happen. Humanoid on the way in just manages to find a little bit more damage as Mickey claims the kill.
The Ignite managing to tick over there and pick off Lebrov, but that's a little bit upsetting. If you're G2, you thought you were going to be able to turn that play around. They were kind of baiting Fnatic in, but didn't realize that Razork had level 6 and was already in the vicinity. Good turnaround from Fnatic.
Definitely was. Momentum continues to be in their favor. Broken Blade now trying to fire back, however. Q3, Otto doesn't quite have the Deathbringer stance back, so can't finish the kill. Frustrating for BB now. Flashless, and Razork is here. Decimating Smash. Broken Blade, no ulti, no flash.
So much healing off the pot and the biscuits, though. It feels a bit doomed.
Unstoppable. Q charge, but will not connect. Razork there. Yeah, Broken Blade should just fall here. One more auto. Razork has flash as well. BB will try to get a kill back. Nice Umbral dash. Glides out, hits the Q3. Mickey's here as well. Fnatic feel like they're everywhere on the map. Mickey almost gets another one, but this time
feel like they just can't get anything, although with Skumon coming, maybe they can.
Star called down. Mickey interrupting. Mickey very likely to die here. Looking for the hook out to safety, but everyone's stepping up to body block. Pull back there. Damage coming through. Mickey will fall. Good response from G2 to at least get something back.
In this matchup, in these positions, but now they're in a bad position.
Bob finds quick pick, forces the flash out from Mickey at the very least. Razork caught up, forced to use an early Aegis Assault, which means he's incredibly vulnerable. Ulti now coming from Mickey off to the side. They're trying to burn through Skumon as fast as they can. Hans Sama versus Upset. In the meantime, Lebrov running for the hills. He cannot finish off, but Cap's already found Razork. Body slam into the face of a dragon. He does not give a damn. The star's falling though. Oh, and he's spitting on fire. He's winning the freestyle battle. Humanoid double kill. Deficit that they're in.
I will say, the last time BB played Aatrox into Sion went pretty well. This time, needs to go better.
World Ender, sidestep, Q through, decimating Smash is there. There's just nowhere for him to go. Healing?
Heal!
Okay, not enough. Sundered Sky, that might have been a different story, but Broken Blade will go down, and this is the power of the semi-global of the Pantheon. Skumon does respond. Will get, it looks like all 6 scrubs.
It just does not work out. Like, no real follow-up onto Razork at the back of the play. Lebrov gets left as lonesome against Humanoid on the bottom side of the fight as well. Upset going toe-to-toe. Oh, hang on.
Mickey, backstep. Humanoid waiting over the wall, but surely the Nautilus just dies here. 1 kill picked up. Knockup going to follow as well to stop Humanoid from chasing. The TP is there from Oscar.
And Upset's on the way.
A little bit too late. Body slam onto Upset. Slow there. Perfectly layered CC. The fall damage not quite there, though. He retreats back into his team. Cash knocking Upset back into the combo. That's what they were looking for, but they don't have the damage to finish it. Lebrov running. Hans Sama without an ult. And Down goes Lebrov.
G2 constantly actually starting to roam down towards bot, so I don't think G2 have given up on this tower yet.
Broken Blade continuing to step up. Infernal Chains won't quite match. Caps taking down the tower. Broken Blade healing. Flash forward from Razor to get out of the solar flare. Angus Assault there just in time. Q pulled back. Razor getting lower though. Ticking. Ignited. Still trying to find healing. He's got a Sunder Sky of his own, and now he's scooting his boot out of there. Does not want anything to do with that fight. Will fall here in a moment. But gets a bit of healing back in the meantime. Shut down to Skewmon. Scrappy fight in the bottom lane, but he's fine thus far. Powered spear shot. Not going to hit. In the meantime, Hansama's running for his life because he's caught in a 1v1 with a very angry Lumberjack who's going to hit the Q3. Lebrov is here too, but he's unstoppable. I don't even know if Locket's going to be enough. They call the power of the sun down upon him. But he's Hugh Jackman out there in the wilderness.
He's a Lumberjack. He's used to being in the sun.
This is what Monty Python wrote the song about. He's okay. He works all night, he sleeps all day, walks out of ganks, eats his lunch. I've never been impressed by a Sion, but it does feel very impactful here. That said, he cannot fight 3 people in a Horde of Void Might, so he will give up the tower.
How dare you? 3 people can't fight him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Razork will grab a Drake in the meantime, but G2, good look. They get the tower, they're now set up. Top Prio in control of this Herald. A nice way to try to get things back in their control as Caps now looking for an angle about side. Body slam, flash, laying down the cast. Good damage and a shutdown to close it out. Humanoid not respecting the Gragas E-Flash.
Didn't realize that G2 would even be making a play on the bottom side because everyone was seen on that top half of the map.
Don't want to overcommit, which makes sense. Skewmon on the way, though. Mickey may be forced to flash out of the pit. Humanoid here as well. Body slam. Nice sidestep going in. Slow down. Knock back to the wall on the Humanoid, but it just doesn't matter. Cap's now locked up in the meantime. Humanoid throwing down an ulti of his. The skies once again descending. Lebrov taking out Fnatic. Routing G2 in that instance, but Humanoid wants to keep chasing. This is a bit crazy, but Humanoid is nothing if not crazy. Hansama flashes in. Ultis to get a kill back. Cap still standing. Skewmon running. Razork not taking any damage. Courtesy of the Aegis Assault. Caps tries to make it the impossible possible, but it does not happen. Shutdown comes through, and Oscar just continues his assault in the mid lane.
Humanoid thought a dragon versus a pirate, and he liked those odds, but misjudged it.
This is a terrifying dragon, and he's already stepping so far forward. And here's how it's anti-synergy with these ults. It's a lazy point, you know what I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I think. But it does matter. If you're drafting a comp, it's all about putting people in a very tiny circle. You don't want a champ who's going to make that worse. Is now Sion just keeps running, but he will not find the connection. Still the ulti going in from Humanoid, an extra 15 stack. Strangle Thorns down, double knockup. Carries rooted. Razor trying to jump back in. Stop Broken Blade from getting on his backline, and he will be successful. 1 for 1, 2 for 1. Gained here. Bit of damage down onto Oscar. Ulti down for the Leona. TP coming in as well. Broken Blade regrouping for the full 5v5. Mickey managed to find the hook on the Caps. Knockup going into Hansama and under Broken Blade. The damage is there, but Hansama is firing back. The Strangle Thorns combined with the MF Bolt. Is it going to be enough? Ulti back from Humanoid. Breathing light into G2. Fnatic holding on. Gatling gun. Pushing in, looking for a few more rockets. Dashes into the midst of the fight, but might just give his life. Hansama taking it out. He can't get the auto down. Skewmon burned by the Leandries, by the Black Fire. And the Dragon will go to Fnatic.
Oscar, I don't think you win this against Broken Blade. BB should be able to chop him down as he stands, although the rest of Fnatic, here comes the ultimate from Razork.
He doesn't have time to win it, and that's the problem, but he tries to style. It's just not enough. Humanoid puts him under the threat. It's not getting any easier.
And this is the thing, a lot of the champions that we look at on G2 side are Skewmon wants to be played into. Caps, G2 just can't really set up the fight in the manner that they want to.
No, they can't. So instead, they'll try to force something in the mid lane. Nice combo going in. Cast to knock back. Stun is there. Humanoid knows that he's been taken down. Excellent pick from G2 mid lane as Caps takes that one.
The bases get tatters though. Fnatic, they don't really care. They're just going to keep going. A reset from Razork though means that these 3 members of Fnatic
stepping behind. Still kept the Banshees. A little bit of extra damage. And you can see, even as they're retreating, the poke that they're laying down is so much to deal with. TP there. G2, if they can win this fight, they've got a chance to come back to this game. Caps, body slam forward, lays down the cast, give a little bit of extra slow. Razork face first into the enemy team, trying to buy space for the rest of the lineup. Running now, knows that he's done for. Turns back onto Hansama though, bit of extra healing coming in. Not enough to keep him standing though. Aegis Assault won't come up in time. Shut down onto rough early game. A very rough lane phase for a pick like this Gragas.
Yeah. And a loss here, we'll put them at 3-3, sitting base in the middle of the pack with BDS, Movistar, Koi. You still yet to play Heretics in there as well, playing tomorrow. Not exactly where G2 would have liked to have been. Well, a little bit over the halfway mark through spring.
And if we had just come off a split that they won, like they had every single split in 2024, we would give them that benefit of the doubt. So now you start to raise the question that's rarely raised with how dominant G2 has been. Hold that thought. Game going in. Mickey finding the engage. Humanoid ready to respond. Hasn't ulted quite yet. Perfect catch in the middle of the lane. G2's bot lane gone in the blink of an eye. Skewmon next. Caps and BB. All that stands between Fnatic and victory.
And I don't, like, Fnatic oh wait, TP behind?
TP behind.
Caps, he wanted the
Caps
wave.
clearing
He's trying to
the
put the
wave.
wave.
Alting, knocking back, decent damage onto Upset, but he's just not taking it, but he manages to live. Is that enough time? 34 seconds, 29 seconds, there's no way. Surely Fnatic still end it.
Oscarine can just tank it. Look at his items. He's not, like, he's probably going to heal off of this tower, to be perfectly honest. They don't need the wave. They've got an undead war machine at the front.
5 seconds to Lebrov. Ulti there. Fnatic on the march to victory. They couldn't find it day one, but it looks like they will find it against G2. Broken Blade and Lebrov, the last two left standing, but Broken Blade will fall. Lebrov will fall. Hanzama is finally arrived, but it's just too late. A triple kill for the Pantheon. It looks like they want to beat him the Quadra, maybe even the Penta, but Upset won't let it happen. Fnatic in Madrid.